Hey everybody, Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise here, and I'm joined again by my occasional co-hostess, V-Bug.
Me!
Hello, we're going to open a box with the games that we are adding to our collection this time around. You know, before we open up the box here on our patented wobbly table, I want to ask, why are you always coming up from under the table? Do you live, is that where your room is? Do you live under the table?
Yes. I have a secret life and identity under there. I just told the whole world. Dun dun dun!
So tell me about this secret life of yours.
I can't tell you, it's highly classified.
But before it opens...
It arrived like a month ago.
Well, it's been a long month. It's been a busy month. There was Origins, then there was getting back from Origins.
Getting back from Origins isn't busy.
That was very busy.
I wasn't busy.
What were you doing? Were you living your secret life under the table?
That highly classified information.
Oh, that's right. But before we open this box, I just want to give everybody a quick reminder, a snapshot, as it were, of what was in the box last time. This is an expansion for Arcadia Quest, which is already an awesome dungeon dwelling game. But this is neat because it adds little pets for your characters to control. If you had an animal companion in the game, what kind of animal companion would you want?
Scarlet macaw.
A scarlet macaw? So I don't see a scarlet macaw in this one. But maybe they'll release another expansion or something that will provide a scarlet macaw soon.
Fun stuff. That's all you get.
So with that in mind, let's open up this box. What's in the box?
Ooh, look, some packaging.
No, not... This is my life now, huh? First thing in the box is a game that we can thank a Mr. M. Cannell from a certain podcast about casting lots and taking monikers for introducing me to, and that is, of course, Ethnos. For the 5 or 6 of you out there that still haven't heard about Ethnos yet, here's a little bit of information about this game and why it made its way into our collection box this month.
I thought you already had Ethnos.
No, I didn't. We played Eric's copy of Ethnos.
Oh.
So, what can I say about Ethnos that hasn't already been said before? I know that in Ethnos, players compete to become the next Lord of Ethnos, and whoever controls more kingdoms and recruits more allies than their rivals will claim the most victory points and the title of leader. But I know that you've heard that before because I just read that off the box, so that's definitely... It's not the most original thing to say about it. I will say this about Ethnos. It plays a large group of people, like up to 6 players, really, really well, and that was my introduction to it. But then, recently, I played it with 2 players, and I was shocked and really pleasantly surprised to discover that it plays just as well with 2 players as it does with like a full complement of 6. Lots of games will add like a phantom extra player or really change the rules to try and shoehorn in a 2-player mode, but Ethnos managed to do that while retaining that feel that you are still playing Ethnos. There are a few small rules tweaks when you play 2 players, such as when you put new units into a territory, you need to add more units than the total that is already in that territory, instead of just the total of what you already have there yourself, and a couple other minor things. But they were things that didn't change the rule set or the overall feel of the game, making it feel like you were playing a different game. It still felt like you were playing the same game that you would play with up to 6 people, and that was another thing about Ethnos that I really, really like about it.
So Marty is a big proponent of this game, and yeah, just day before yesterday, we played a friend of ours named Eric's copy of this at a local game day, didn't we? And in appreciation for Eric letting us play his copy of the game the other day, I have written him a friendship poem. Here we go. Dearest Eric, my friend, I enjoy our time together. We play games in all sorts of weather. Whether here in the town or out and around, I hope you never get viciously eaten by wolves. So that's Ethnos, a game that's taken a lot of people by storm. A lot of people have become proponents of, including us. And that's why Ethnos is the first game that we're adding to our collection this time around. Okay, little V-Bug, let's pull out the next game and let's see what we're adding and why. Ooh, now this is an oldie but a goodie. This is a game that I have had my eye on for quite a while, actually. Acquire, which is an old Sid Sackson game, who was a really famous, good early game designer. I believe he made Can't Stop that we play sometimes.
Good, famous, good early game designer?
Good early, good famous game designer, yes. This is a game that was made a long time ago, and when I heard that this new edition was coming out with neat little plastic buildings and such, I decided it was time to scoop up Acquire and add this classic to our collection and teach you a thing or two about realist of estate acquisitions.
Does Mom do that?
Pretty much. That means I can never play this with her because she'll beat me.
Like she does in all games?
You've ruined it! You've ruined Acquire. Just kidding. Acquire is awesome, and it's staying in our collection no matter how many times your mother beats me at it.
So what can I say about Acquire? This is an oldie, but definitely a goodie. And even though I think there have been other versions of Acquire that have had a little bit more eye candy and a little more bling to them and maybe have looked a little bit better, I know that the game itself has stood the test of time and is still around today because of its fundamental gameplay. And that's why, even though Acquire is an oldie, it's definitely a goodie and one that I am really looking forward to finally sinking my own teeth into. The box is excited to tell me that Saxon City is buzzing with promising startups, and savvy investors predict that it will soon emerge as the next super city. Wow! I will be there to see it happen. In the game, players will compete with other venture capitalists to build the city and own the majority shares in the most lucrative corporations. So that's Acquire, which, oddly enough, is about acquiring the most moolah.
All right, so that is Acquire, the second game that we are adding to our collection this month, and why? Bring on the next item. Bring out the next thing. Bring out the next item here. Oh, some nice blue card sleeves. Pro Mat. I did a video on Pro Mat versus regular card sleeves because the Pro Mat finish on card sleeves actually makes them less slickery. So when you have a deck of cards and you have a wobbly table perhaps, they won't slide over as easily. So I highly recommend matte sleeves, and when it comes to getting card sleeves now, matte are always the version that I've been getting. So that's why matte sleeves are in the... What did you make?
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So here we have two of the pet packs for Arcadia Quest pets. And do you know why these are in the box this month? Do you see what that is right there?
It is a animal.
Do you remember the other day when we opened up the previous box and we had the Arcadia Quest Pets expansion and we looked and there were no birds and that made you a little disappointed?
No.
It was yesterday. Well, I remember. So when I saw that the Arcadia Quest Pets expansion didn't have a bird in it, then I saw this little bird promo pack. Then I saw this one with a little bird. I thought of you, and that's... I should have just filled this up with packing peanuts. Look, V-Bug, it's a box full of packing peanuts for you.
Wow, it's so amazing.
You are the worst. So everyone, that's what's in the box this time around, and the games that we are adding to our collection. Ethnos, the newest version of Acquire, the Arcadia Quest promo pet packs, and apparently a whole bunch of packing peanuts, because they are all the rage. So here's some of the things I want to know. First of all, there are quite a few versions of Acquire that are out there. I want to know, have you played various versions of Acquire? And if so, which version of Acquire is your favorite one? Which version has the best components and maybe even rules variations? Let us know in the comments below. And also, I want to know if you have played Ethnos yet. And if you have, what's your favorite faction to play and why? So, that's what's in the box. That's what is on our minds for discussion. Is there anything else that's on your mind?
Can I throw these at the camera?
Sure. Woo! There we go. All right. Well, now we have the inevitable mess to clean up, so we're going to get to that. But in the meantime, I wanted to remind you that for more board game news, reviews, and commentary, be sure to subscribe on YouTube and join us over on the Pair of Dice Paradise Facebook group and in the YouTube comments below to continue the conversations. And that videos like this are made possible by viewers like you who have been supporting Pair of Dice Paradise's Pod Pledge fundraiser and have been supporting the show that way. It really does make a difference, and it's greatly appreciated. So until next time, I've been Chaz Marler, joined by my occasional co-hostess V-Bug. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again soon.
Are you going to write more poems?
I don't know. I might. That was pretty good. Bring on the next item. No. Never. Never, never okay. Never okay.
Here you go.
Dear Mr. Marler, please punish your daughter. I can do that. Okay.